Hey, Mike with Vanco here, and do you find yourself struggling to drive results for your fundraising efforts with email marketing? Well, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through 10 fundraising email tips to help you increase donations and results. So let's get started. The first tip is to write effective subject lines. Now, if you've ever heard the saying before that you have one chance at a first impression, well, your subject line is that first impression to your readers through email marketing. And so making sure that you optimize this subject line is essential because that leads to more opens. And again, people need to open your email before they can donate or engage with your fundraisers. So when it comes to subject lines, some different tips you can use to improve those. First off, you want to make your email subject lines engaging. You can do this by including different benefits the reader will receive by actually opening your email. Also, you want to make sure that your email subject line is clear and that it tells the readers what to expect when they open the email. Another tip is to keep your email subject line short. Typically, you want this to be around 30 to 60 characters. Often, if you have your subject line longer than this can lead to your subject lines being cut off when people look at the email in their web browsers or on their mobile device. Another tip is to include phrases that create urgency. So that could be things like act now, or today, or tonight, or end soon, different things like that. Another idea is to ask questions in your email subject line to create curiosity. You can also include numbers, emojis, different symbols as another means to increase engagement and to improve the likelihood that people will open your emails. The second tip is to use storytelling techniques to inspire donations. Again, one of the most powerful ways to impact generosity is by sharing stories. You may have heard the saying before that facts tell and stories sell, and that's very true when you're trying to get people to inspire them to donate. Again, when you tell stories, it creates an emotional impact with your readers, and most people want to support their causes through emotion than logic alone. The great news is with nonprofits, you have a great story to share on all the many impacts you're making to your community and how you're helping everyone live a better life thanks to your nonprofit. And so share these stories, as this can encourage readers to take that action to get started and support your nonprofit. Another thing to include with this story aspect is to include images and videos of these stories throughout your email marketing. Again, images and videos just make it more real, and so include those when you can. The third tip is to include a strong call to action. Now, if you're not familiar with this is, a CTA or a call to action is telling your readers the next action or the next step they should take after reading your email. And so again, tell them what you want them to do. Is it donating now? Is it to volunteer for an upcoming event? Is it to sign up for an upcoming event and fundraiser? Is it to invite their friends to a fundraiser? Whatever the case might be, make sure that you include a strong call to action throughout your email to drive people to take that next step. You want to also mix up the variety of calls to action. So there's different ways to do this. You can include banner images in your email that have calls to action that people can click. You want to include different buttons throughout your emails to draw attention to your call to action. You can also include calls to action throughout your email text by creating active links within different text throughout your email. Again, you can do this in a way that highlights different benefits and linking those to buttons and text, or it could be direct calls to action on what they should do, or it could be different feelings or emotions you want people to feel, and you can link that text to your desired call to action as well. Also, make sure your call to actions are easy to find. You don't want to only bury them at the bottom of a long email. Make sure they're scattered throughout, as this can increase engagement and the likelihood that people will take action on your call to actions. The next tip is to optimize your formatting and design. Now, a lot of times people don't necessarily think about this when they write emails. Generally, they just write them and send them to their audience. But when you really optimize for design, it can increase the likelihood that people will take action within your email and that they'll actually read it. One big element to this is to make sure that your emails are optimized for mobile use. Most people today read their emails on mobile devices. And typically, if your email is optimized for a mobile device, it'll still work just fine on a desktop version as well. Some tips to improve this formatting is to make sure that you write in small chunks and break things up frequently. So you can definitely include 1 to 2 sentences and then create a space, another couple of sentences and create a space. Instead of long drawn out paragraphs, people can get lost within that. You also want to make sure that you have a large font so people can easily read your emails. So take these steps to make sure that your design is optimized for mobile devices and functionality. The next tip is to send with optimal timing and frequency. Now, you might be asking yourself the question, how many emails should I send? How often should I send them? When should I send them? Different questions like that. And those are great questions to wonder about. And often it comes down to testing. And so it's very important to keep track of these things when you send your emails, how often you send them. A lot of people will send emails daily. Often companies will do it weekly and sometimes monthly. Figure out a pattern that works well for your organization and pay attention to things like open rates, click-through rates, unsubscribe rates, and different things like that. Those are key metrics that you can pay attention to that can indicate if you're sending your emails often enough or too often. Because again, if the open rates start going down or unsubscribes become more frequent, you might be sending your emails too much. So you want to strike that fine balance. And often you'll really only discover that through tracking over time. So pay attention to these details, as it can help you create the most impact through your email marketing. The next tip is to use A/B testing for continual improvement. And so this is another important strategy when it comes to email marketing. You want to create different versions of similar emails and see which one performs best. And then over time, you can continually optimize and improve on those emails to maximize results. And so again, you're likely going to be optimizing for things like open rate, click-through rate, and the back-end results like signups or donations or volunteer signups, different metrics like that that are important to your organization. And so typically you're going to want to start at the top and work your way down. And so for example, starting off, you might be testing things like subject lines to see which ones result in a higher open rate. And then from there, you might optimize for how many clicks you're getting within those emails. And then beyond that, it might be how many donations are you getting from those emails. There's a lot of different ways to optimize, but again, split testing or A/B testing is a great way to do this, as you can run both of those emails simultaneously, and given enough data, you can see which one performs better overall. And then you can stick with that as your new base email and then create a new version to see if you can get even better results. And so it's a great way to improve your email marketing and to maximize donations for your organization. The next tip is to stay in compliance with email marketing law. And so there's a couple main points to focus on. Something like the CAN-SPAM Act and GDPR are two major ones. And so you want to make sure that you're not spamming your audience. You want to make sure that people are opting in to receive your emails. So whether that's at a live event and they write down their email address for marketing purposes, or maybe they fill out some kind of form on your website, you want to make sure that people are consenting to receive ongoing messages from your organization. Again, you also don't want to just look up random emails or buy lists and spam people about your organization. You want to make sure that people are interested and have expressed that interest in receiving your messaging before you start emailing them. When you follow these practices, it builds trust within your organization, and the likelihood that people will open your emails and take action from them will dramatically go up. You also want to make sure that things like your subject lines are transparent, where people are clicking within your emails are going to the right place. Doing things like that continue to build trust with your readers and make sure that you're in line with marketing law. Now, the final 3 tips that we'll be talking about relate to using the right email marketing platform and systems to promote your fundraising efforts. And so again, it's important to choose the right platforms. You want to find a marketing platform, something like MailChimp or Constant Contact or Aweber, ActiveCampaign. Again, there's a lot of these options out there, but this can really help you streamline and automate your email processes. It also helps you keep in line with those CAN spam acts and sending bulk messages. Again, these can really help you save time because people can opt in for your messaging and they can get follow-up emails automatically sent to them. They can be put into nurture workflows or nurture campaigns where when someone signs up for an initial offer, they will get a series of emails that can continue to warm them up and lead them to a donation or to support your cause in some other fashion. This also allows you to get great analytics and track metrics for your emails. It can assist you with that split testing process and much more. And so definitely get started with some type of email marketing platform, as it can save you hours of time and really help you optimize your efforts. The next tip is to not start everything from scratch and to use proven templates that already work for fundraising. Now, the great news is that the team at Vanco has been supporting organizations like yours with fundraising, helping churches, schools, nonprofits, and much more for well over 30 years. And so within that time, we've been able to put together proven templates to help you maximize your fundraising efforts, where you can simply plug and play, enter your information that's relevant for your fundraiser and your organization, plug them into your email marketing software, and you can start sending those today to start maximizing your donations. And so again, we'll actually include links to these templates where you can download them completely for free in the links in the description below. So be sure to check for those as well. The final tip is to use AI to save even more time and to optimize your efforts. And so another great project our team has been working on is we've built several AI bots that can help you write compelling email copy to drive results for your fundraisers and to support your organization. And so again, instead of having to come up with everything from scratch, we've got these templates and AI tools to help you build quality emails that will engage your audience and help you maximize donations so your organization can make a greater impact in the world. And so again, if you'd like to take advantage of these tools and get started, they're completely free. We'll have links included in the description below where you can download those templates and get access to these AI bots to help you maximize your email marketing efforts to increase fundraising and more. Plus, we put together hundreds of other resources to help your organization improve your fundraising efforts in our fundraising kit. And so you can start maximizing your fundraising efforts today. But again, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you like videos like this, be sure to check out some of our other videos here. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you can get the latest updates of new videos we put out to help you support your organization. But again, thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to working with you.